Hello students, good morning all of you. Today we are going to talk about the next topic of this chapter, that is physiology of muscles contraction. The process of muscles contraction and relaxation involves 4 steps. Contraction occurs in muscles during working time and relaxation occurs at the resting stage. So, both contraction and relaxation involve 4 steps. First, excitation. Second, excitation contraction coupling. Third, contraction. And fourth, relaxation. Now, we will talk about the excitation. During muscles contraction, central nervous system produce a impulse which reach on neuromuscular junction, therefore releasing of neurotransmitter acetylcholine chemical which generates an action potential in the sarcolemma. Due to this, permeability of membrane is changed and sodium ions enter in the muscle cells and create a positive charge on the inner side of plasma membrane. This stage called as excitation of muscle cells. Let's see diagram of neuromuscular junction at the excitation stage. When we feel working, a nerve impulse generated by central nervous system and nerve impulse reached on neuromuscular junction by motor neurons. It means it is the end part of axon. End part of axon is bag-like structure which is called synaptic knob. Inside the synaptic knob, synaptic vesicles are found which consist of a chemical which is called as neurotransmitter. It means acetylcholine. When nerve impulse reached in terminal end, these vesicles rupture and acetylcholine chemicals secrete outside in the synaptic cleft. This space called as motor end plate. These acetylcholine chemicals bind to the receptors which are located at plasma membrane of muscles. Plasma membrane of muscles called as sarcolemma. Resultant permeability of plasma membrane towards sodium ions. Generally, on the inner side of plasma membrane, there is a negative charge and outside there is a positive charge. When acetylcholine released and bind to the receptor of plasma membrane, positive ions enters inside the sarcoplasm. It means sodium enter and inner membrane become positively charged. This positive potential is transmitted on complete plasma membrane and creates a action potential. This stage is called excitation stage of muscle cells. Second step, excitation contraction coupling. A action potential which is produced on sarcolemma or plasma membrane of muscles is transferred in T-tubule or T-system of sarcolemma. Due to this potential, calcium ions released from smooth endoplasmic reticulum and bind with troponin C. Troponin C is a subunit of troponin molecules. As a result, tropomyosin and troponin both are removed from active site of actin filament because troponin molecule and tropomyosin both are wrapped around the actin filament and block the active site of myosin. But due to action potential, calcium ions released from SCR and bind with troponin C molecules, resultant troponin and tropomyosin both are removed from actin filament as soon as active site is visible for the myosin filament bind with actin and contraction process start. Let's see structure. When action potential transmitted on the wall plasma membrane, it means inside the sarcolemma is positive charge and outside negative charge. This potential is spread inside the sarcoplasm through T tubules. T tubules surrounded by SCR, and due to action potential, SCR released calcium ions and these calcium ions bind with troponin C molecules because both filament actin and myosin are located between the SCR or sarcoplasm. Resultant active site exposed for myosin binding and contraction process start. Third step, contraction. Contraction is initiated by joining of actin and myosin fiber which make cross bridge. Just before joining of active filament at active site, one atom of ATP joins at head of transverse bridge, it means cross bridge. ATP present in myosin head break down into ADP plus IP by ATPase enzyme. When contraction process is start, one ATP molecules are one ATP molecule is bind at the head of myosin and myosin head consists ATPase enzyme which breakdown of ATP into ADP plus inorganic phosphate. This ADP and inorganic phosphate remains bound to the myosin head and provides energy for the movement of the myosin head. Before the joining of actin filament to the myosin, it means before the making of cross bridge, ATP molecules are bind with myosin head and these ATPs are break down into ADP plus IP, resultant formation of cross bridge. And this ADP and inorganic phosphate provide energy for the movement of the myosin head. After that, myosin head joins with active site of actin filament. After breakdown of ATP into ATP plus inorganic phosphate, myosin filaments attached to the actin filament because myosin filament are fixed in a band, but it consists had a finger-like projection which bind to the active site of actin filament. There are conformational changes in head due to joining of head and active site. Due to this, there is bending in head like we bend the finger, and actin filament is pulled towards center of sarcomere. After making cross bridge or binding of head of myosin to the active site of actin filament, pulling of actin filament towards a band, it means H zone, and energy is obtained to do this by breaking down of ATP. After contraction, ADP plus IP remove from myosin head and new ATP join. Now, new ATP is formed by creatine phosphate, which is located nearby myosin head and provide one inorganic phosphate to ADP, which convert into new ATP by myosin and repeat the above process. So बार बार ATP myosin के हेड से बाइंड होती जाती है, ATPase एंजाइम के थ्रू ATP का कंटिन्यूली ब्रेकडाउन होता जाता है ADP प्लस इनऑर्गेनिक फॉस्फेट में. जैसे ही ADP प्लस इनऑर्गेनिक फॉस्फेट बनता है, मशीन का हेड एक्टिव साइड से बाइंड हो जाता है और एक्टिन फिलामेंट को ए बेंड की तरफ पुल करता है, जिसकी वजह से जेड लाइन शॉर्ट हो जाती है, सार्कोमियर शॉर्ट हो जाती है और एक्टिन फिलामेंट मशीन के ऊपर आ जाते हैं और एच बेंड रिड्यूस हो जाता है. इस प्रोसेस को बोलते हैं कॉन्ट्रैक्शन. ये प्रोसेस बार बार रिपीट होती रहती है और फिर से नया एटीपी बनाना होता है और न्यू एटीपी बनाने के लिए फिर से इनऑर्गेनिक फॉस्फेट की रिक्वायरमेंट होती है और ये न्यू इनऑर्गेनिक फॉस्फेट फॉस्फोक्रेटिन सबस्ट्रेट से आता है जो मायोसिन के हेड के पास में होता है. दिस प्रोसेस इज रिपीटेड अगेन टिल कैल्शियम आयन रिमेन बाइंड टू ट्रोपोनिन सी. और ये प्रोसेस इट मीन्स कॉन्ट्रैक्शन तब तक रिपीट होता जाएगा जब तक कैल्शियम आयंस ट्रोपोनिन सी मॉलिक्यूल से बाइंड है. नाउ फोर्थ स्टेप, रिलैक्सेशन. आफ्टर मसल्स कॉन्ट्रैक्शन, calcium ions which are bind with troponin C molecules are quickly written into sarcoplasmic reticulum because during excitation calcium ions released from SCR and bind with troponin molecules. Resultant active site of actin filament is visible. Due to this, actin myosin filament binding and contraction is started. But After contraction, these calcium ions are written into SCR. Due to this, troponin and tropomyosin move back and again block the active site of actin filament. Now, there is no bonding of actin and myosin filament because active site is blocked. So, myosin filament cannot bind with actin filament and actin filaments come their original position and muscles relaxed. Let's see the whole process of contraction process in muscles. This is the actin filament and G protein part. Above the G actin filament, tropomyosin is found. Troponin molecules attach with the tropomyosin and tropomyosin wrap around the actin filament. So there are three proteins: actin protein, actin fiber, second tropomyosin, and third troponin molecules. Troponin molecules and tropomyosin wrap around the actin filament. When excitation is start, central nervous system produce a nerve impulse which reached on the neuromuscular junction and a chemical acetylcholine is released which bind receptor of sarcolemma which generate action potential on the membrane. So, this action potential is spread in the sarcoplasm with the help of T system. Resultant smooth endoplasmic reticulum release calcium ions and these calcium ions bind with troponin C molecules. So, troponin C, troponin I and troponin T, these are subunits of troponin molecules removed from tropomyosin. After that, tropomyosin also removed from actin filament. So, active sites visible for myosin binding because actin consists active site for myosin binding. Third step. Now actin filament is free and visible sites for myosin is seen. It is the myosin filament or myosin fiber and it is the head of myosin. Before the binding of actin and myosin filament, ATP molecules which are made up of oxidizing of glycogen in the muscles bind to the head. After adding of ATP, breakdown into ADP plus inorganic phosphate by ATPase enzyme. Now, formation of cross bridge start. Myosin head attached to the actin filament. myosin head binds to actin fiber along with ADP plus IP. So transverse bridge or cross bridge start. It means bending in myosin head like finger bending. Next step, removal of ADP and inorganic phosphate from the myosin head results in a conformational change which causes movement in actin filament. Now ADP plus IP remove from head region. Next step, ATP carries myosin head again in resting phase, and from ADP and inorganic phosphate form a new ATP which bind again to the head region of myosin, and this process repeated till the calcium ions bind with troponin C molecules. Energy sources for contraction process. First energy source is ATP. ATP provides energy for muscles contraction. ADP released during contraction ultimately change into ADP by creatine phosphate. Because creatine phosphate is a high energy compound and it consists creatine kinase enzyme, it provides its phosphate group to ADP and form ATP molecules which again bind to the head of myosin and repeat the contraction process of muscles. Not due to continuous muscle excitation, anaerobic respiration occurs in muscles and lactic acid is formed which produce tiredness and pain in muscles. During hard working, muscles excitation contraction coupling is repeatedly which causes pain and tiredness due to production of lactic acid. On the basis of myoglobin pigment, the muscles are divided into two types. First, red muscles and second, white muscles. Red muscles store the oxygen and produce ATP molecule by oxidation of glycogen molecule, because glycogen is stored in the muscles. In white muscles, oxygen is absent or in less amount. Now, another extra points which are important for NEET exam point of view. In our body, 639 muscles are found, in which strongest muscles is jaw muscles, which is called masseter. Fastest contracting muscles is eyelid muscles. In eyelid muscles contraction process is fast. Largest muscles in our body is gluteus maximus, which connect to coccyx or tailbone. Smallest muscles present in middle ear which is called stapedius, and longest muscles which is called as quadriceps femoris present in thighs region. Now physiology of muscles contraction is complete, and we are going to start next topic, role of bones and muscles in movement. Muscular skeletal system has a primary importance in locomotion. So in vertebrate there is no movement without muscles. Muscles attached with bones act as machine and convert chemical energy to mechanical energy. Muscles do not perform pulling force only. This force is used in pulling the bones. As a result of pulling of bones, locomotion and movements are possible. In joints, relative motion takes place, which acts as fulcrum of lever mechanism. Fulcrum means joint. We can see the mechanism similar to three types of levers in muscular skeletal system of human, because movement can possible due to coordinate process of levers. For example, during the movement of elbow, the joint of elbow acts as fulcrum of lever. Second example, near the elbow joints, biceps muscles on contraction applies force in between fulcrum and weight. Distal end of arm holds the weight. So muscles and bones act as a fulcrum of lever. Generally, in the movement of bones, at least two groups of muscles take part. One group is called flexor and other group is called as extensor. Flexor means खींचना, extensor मतलब spread करना. So flexor and extensor muscles both are known as antagonistic muscles of our body. They act opposite to each other but coordinate to each other. For example, biceps muscles of arm is flexor, which strengthen the arm at elbow joint, and triceps muscles is extensor, which expands arm at elbow joint. So both muscles work opposite to each other but coordinate to each other. Biceps and triceps muscles are found in forelimb. It means humerus bone. On front side, biceps muscles is present. In middle, humerus bone is found, and below the biceps, triceps muscles is found. Now we will talk about the classification of muscles. On the basis of movement and function which work as antagonistic pairs, muscles are of following types. First, extensor. Extensor muscles pull organs far from each other. It increases angle of joint. For example, triceps muscles. Second, flexor. It brings organs closer and decrease the angle of joint. For example, biceps muscles. Both are found in forelimbs. Third, abductor muscles. Abductor muscles brings organ away from midline of the body. For example, deltoid muscles. It also found in forelimbs. Fourth, adductor muscles bring organ near the midline of the body. For example, latissimus dorsi muscles. Fifth, dilator muscles. Dilator muscles dilates apertures. For example, iris muscles, which are found in eyes. 6. Sphincter muscles. It constricts aperture or makes aperture narrow. For example, rectum muscles. 7. Deep pressure. It pulls organs downward. For example, deep pressure mandibuli muscles. Elevator. It pulls organs upward. 9. Pronator. It brings palm downward. 10. Supinator. It brings palm upward. Rotator. It rotates body organs. And tensor muscles. It makes organ hard. For example, tensor tympani of tympanic membrane. It means eardrum, found in the middle ear. Now, next topic, disorders of bones. First, arthritis. Arthritis is a joint pain which is due to inflammation or swelling of the joints. It is a degenerative disease and occurs with age. Then joints become stiff and are painful on movement. So, arthritis disease has three forms. First, rheumatoid arthritis. Second, osteoarthritis. Third, gouty arthritis. And fourth form, osteoporosis. Now, first form of arthritis, rheumatoid arthritis. In this, synovial membrane gets inflamed, it means swell up, which produce more of synovial fluid. Synovial membrane found in synovial joints which are movable. Synovial membrane also secretes abnormal granules called as pannus. Due to deposition of pannus make the joint immovable. So, joints become stiff, it means fixed, almost immovable due to formation of hard tissue over the cartilage. Generally, synovial movements are movable joints. It is diagnosed by the presence of rheumatoid factor immunoglobulin IgM found in embryonic placenta and increased erythrocytes sedimentation rate ESR. ESR is the sedimentation rate of RBCs. Generally, this disease starts the age of 20-40 years but may begins at any age. It affects the woman more often than the men. Rest and exercise under medical advice, painkillers and physiotherapy may give relief. Important point: rheumatoid arthritis is a kind of autoimmune disorder in which immune system of body attack on tissue of itself. Second form of arthritis is osteoarthritis. In this disease, cartilage present at the joint is ossified, so it loses its flexibility and the movement of joints become extremely painful. It is a degenerative joint disease usually affecting spine, knees and hands. In this disease, new bone formation are main symptoms due to narrowing of joint movement in joint is reduced. It is common in old persons, mainly affecting weight-bearing joints. Painkillers are used to cure it. In poor condition, the joint can be replaced by components made from metal and plastics. Third form of arthritis is gouty arthritis. It is also known as gout disease. It is an inherited disease of purine metabolism. Purine metabolism means degradation of adenine and guanine. Body forms excess amount of uric acid and the crystal of sodium urate are deposited in the synovial joints, giving rise to a several arthritis. So it is very painful condition due to deposition of uric acid crystal in the cavity of joints, because uric acid is a excretory product of our body and it should be released outside, but in this disease to cure it, steroids and painkillers are give. Next form, osteoporosis. It occurs due to deficiency of calcium and phosphate in the bones. Other disorders are found in muscular system. First disease, muscular dystrophy. Muscular dystrophy is a autosomal dominant disorder. In this, progressive degeneration of skeletal muscles, mostly due to genetic disorder, and this disease is not curable and death is sure. Second, slip disc. In this, intervertebral disc, which are fibrous cartilage found between the two vertebrae in vertebral column, is displaced from its normal position and it causes back pain. Now, we will talk about the fractures. There are 4 types of fractures. First, green stick fracture. Second, simple fracture. Third, comminuted fracture. And fourth, compound fracture. In green stick fracture, only bending of the bone occurs and it is a fracture of young bone, so it is more common in children. Second, simple fracture. In this, the pieces of bones separate but they remain in the normal position. Third, comminuted fracture. In this, bones breaks into different more than one pieces. Fourth, compound fracture. In this, pieces of bone penetrates skin and come out, so it is most serious fracture of our body.